Okay.
Yay!
So, Gregory,
Oh god.
you have found your
Okay, if I
way
fix myself.
to Elysium. It looks mildly empty at the moment.
Is Elysium actually in the woodland, guys?
Oh, yes.
Definitely.
Trust me,
Fuck!
I asked that same question and almost got frenzied on by the gang girls. Trust me.
There's four random people there. When you walk in, there might have been one or two cars in what was described as the parking lot for the Elysium, but no more than that. Probably at this point, at least two of them are talking to various birds.
Are any of them Pamela? Pamela?
No.
Fucking hell, sentence! What the fuck is her? Oh, I should have written down a name. That's a dead pile. I'm not going to find the person's name in the dead pile.
You don't know, you
Well,
might.
You
Son of a.
Pamela.
The-
Pamela?
Mm.
Wait, what?
What?
What's going
I
on?
didn't say any of them. Pamela! The
Oh,
other Casey, you fucking idiots! The one
Camarilla.
you contact with!
Oh, my bad. I heard already the Camarilla.
They're all fucking Camarilla! What the fuck would that be a fucking question?
Okay, so surrounded by vague suspicions that you might have walked in on the Sabbath pack that has cleansed Elysium.
Oh god, I need
I
to.
heard the
Cam!
custodian.
Cam! The fucking case who actually find where the fuck the prince is to actually introduce myself instead of walking into a woodland full of weird people.
Well, this is the Elysium, and it's the closest spot where the prince is likely to be, as far as you know. Apparently the prince splits her time between this place, the Malkavian territory, which is nearby, but best not to go in there because it's full of Malkavians, and possibly the princess,
How is that better?
and possibly the princess tower.
Going to the tower is such a fucking bad idea.
But this is one of the three most likely locations to find her, and the closest one to the edge you came in from.
Any of them look at all educated or not talking to birds or in charge here?
One of them will look up after interrogating a crow. He's gonna stand up and start walking towards you.
We will do a fairly deep bow and introduce himself. Oh, there's even a bit of not woodland to the side. This is the worst Elysium ever.
It's a little worse than you think because technically this whole place is ash.
Yeah, there's like a big circle that has been burned in the woods. This is a artificial clearing. The man, soot swirling around his feet, walks up and
What fucking thing?
just gives you a mildly suspicious look, and then slowly extends his hand. Hi, I'm Daniel, and you're new, I take it.
Yes, I am much wanting to become acquainted with the Elysium here and make my greetings to the prince, who I don't see present here.
Yes. I have no clue where the prince currently is, but she did say something about, I think, looking for our elder among a multitude of other issues, so I assume she's gonna show up here eventually. It's been a hectic few nights.
Would it be best for me to wait here then until she makes an appearance, or tell me about the past few nights, if there is anything immediate which I might be able to offer my services about?
Right. And grip tightens slightly. So... he's gonna essentially ask you if you know someone, and I want you to roll intelligence politics. Well, here's a question. Does Gregory frequent Sabbat Downs?
No.
Okay, then at 9.
Oh, why there's a thing about intelligence politics. Oh god.
Okay.
He actually succeeded. Wow.
Yeah,
So what the
you're,
fuck?
this fucker is either a Sabbat, or he's trying to trap you, cause he just named a Sabbat bishop down in Mexico.
Is Elysium full of fucking Sabbat? No, but they all look like gangrels.
Might be City Gangrel. Oh no. Might all be going horribly wrong already.
I mean, if you just decide, oh yeah, this, he comes in exactly when the Sabbat. It has some. Well done, guys. Is this town just completely fucked?
Yes.
You could try and talk your way out of it.
I didn't quite hear who you were. Do you have a picture of this? I then deliberately slur the name which they gave me, so it's not the same name.
Give me a manipulation subterfuge. At a just normal 6. That's gonna be contested versus them.
Oh, good. Oh, great.
What is that? What is that disgusting roll?
Okay, he just
don't know what
nods
the
his
role is.
head. Never mind. Just someone I used to know. Please, stay with us. We are trying to make sure that there are no hunters about.
Always a noble thing to keep the Elysium in pristine condition. Gregory's looking around while he's saying this at the scorched woodland, and is a small hut there.
Looks like it is.
Has there been a particular problem with hunters recently? Is that what the disturbance in the last few nights have been? I must admit,
One of our elders just told us to keep an eye out. That apparently they have been upset over something and blaming us and sending messages for it to be fixed or else, so we're making sure the or else doesn't go.
yes.
Well, you can imagine.
Any clues as to who actually did the blameworthy actions, or what the actions were that has particularly ticked them off, or is it just that everything has gone a bit downhill and everybody is looking to blame someone else for it?
A little bit of everything. You'll have to forgive me if I don't share too much with you. I'd rather have the prince take a look at you before I start
Of
telling you
course, of
everything. You know how it is.
Of course, I know. I was just trying to offer what assistance I can while I wait for the princes. Otherwise, there is not much I should attempt to do before gaining the prince's blessing.
Okay. The three of
Has he
you,
been? I presume he hasn't been lying at all.
as far as you can tell, other than that bit of trickery, not really, no.
I mean, literally.
You keep
Actually, I
that
didn't
turned
think-
on, then
Yes.
then yes, generally
I don't
want
think I
you.
can actually turn it off.
You
I
can.
don't
It's
think
a toggle. You have to say if it's
Oh, I
turned
can
on.
actually toggle it off.
But
Okay, sorry. I thought it was permanently stuck on.
But yeah, you just make sure you tell me that you're
Of course,
keeping
yes,
it on
sorry.
at the start of a scene. But yes, generally, then yes, he was being deceptive about that person being a friend, but he wasn't lying about having met or known that person at one point. Apparently, he
Well, it
has
only-
met that
yeah.
bishop.
Okay, so it's just that if it's a lie, then there's a signal about it.
Yeah,
I don't know how that works with
the
white
way-
lies and stuff, and it's not
The
inside
way
level,
we
it's just-
the way we rule it generally, you know which parts are true and which aren't.
Yes.
So,
So yeah, lied about it being a friend, but has met them.
yeah, essentially. And apparently still alive. Whatever that might mean.
Kudos to. How old does Daniel look?
He looks middle-aged as far as mortal years go. As far as vampire years, he doesn't seem exceptionally pale, but it's dark since
No,
there's
I'm exceptionally pale. Magic. I'm exceptionally pale, like 8 foot.
I'm gonna
Yay.
let you make a perception medicine roll at 7 due to the darkness to try and get an idea of his age as a vampire.
Oh, this is going to go really well. Really, really well. This is going to be the best roll ever.
I mean, you can start spending that willpower.
Yeah, I could. Or I could just see how badly I can roll.
Oof.
Holy shit.
Okay, I need to check his sheet because I have a vague idea, but
This is rigged. Please roll regular. This is rigged.
I mean, you haven't seen some of my rolling elsewhere. It is, yeah.
Please use the roll macro.
I am using the.
no.
Dice pool thing.
There's a set of macros that you can enable for your bar in the
Setting.
right next to settings. There's to the left. There's a macros thing.
Oh, macro.
These are the ones we generally use. But yeah,
Likely luck, roll, unlikely luck.
yeah, and initiative. All those should be on your bar.
So I should put them in the bar. Oh, no, not GM. Oh no, GM roll to you. So
Yeah, exactly. So, as far as you can tell, he is roughly comparable to you in age, possibly even slightly younger.
I will. Is he moving back to talk to the others or birds?
He's kind of half moved in that, follow along.
Oh, he will follow along and aim for idle chit chat, trying to ask nothing very pertinent of the situation, having been told that he wants to get the prince's okay before telling anything important. Just as idly as can be asked about
Okay.
the current situation usefully without requiring him to give anything away.
Okay, give me a manipulation expression roll to see how well you can weasel out information without being obvious about it.
Oh, I can't talk. Oh, I fucked up talking. Shit. Wow. It's not actually a genuine attempt to get information. It's a genuine attempt to try to act convivial and harmless.
Yes, you described it well enough. You're trying to
So
essentially learn general knowledge without, being a problem person. This is to see how
Yeah.
pleasant you are and how much information you actually manage to pull out of it
Difficulty?
without. A straight 6.
Time for.
Okay.
Yay! Dice like me. Good
up.
dice.
You get the impression that they're troubled by something and that this is a significant portion of the local gangrel. And, well, apparently there have been recent troubles and the gangrel have been involved in some of them. They don't really give you any straight information, about in what way. It's more that you pick up from context that, they've been in the middle of the recent storm. And they're apparently troubled by it, and they might even have taken some losses from how worried they're acting.
I try to kind of put the mention in terms of any level of either enmity or fellowship towards werewolves in the area and how they feel about them.
Okay, they'll straight up tell you, don't fuck with the werewolves, the prince will be upset.
Yeah, it's not thinking about fucking with werewolves, but in terms of what their perception of werewolves is.
Oh, no. Oh yeah, the werewolves are total fucking cunts.
Total fucking cunts, but not with all the recent problems, not something you want to deal with as well.
Essentially, werewolves, they're like, wait, where are we? Oh, right, those fuckers. Yeah, no, they're cunts, but stay away from them. Fine.
Stay away from them.
Yeah, apparently it's not the werewolves, from what you can tell, that were the recent troubles.
Yeah.
So,
Have any of them tried werewolf blood at all, or any mixtures to do with it?
they don't really discuss that in detail. But in the parking lot, Vivian, your car pulls in, along with Jyhad, Half-Dance, incapacitated but not torpid body, and Harvey, I believe.
Oh god.
And I think
Yep.
Dougal was
Evil
there as
Harvey.
well.
Or did you unevil
Dougal
Harvey?
is there.
Please tell me you uneviled him.
No.
Fuck.
Yeah, one of the birds arrives back there and empathetically tells something to Daniel. Daniel just tells you that, it looks like you're going to have an opportunity to meet some more of the locals.
Prince among them, or I presume I've heard from Camilla at least about Vivian to some extent.
Yes. Don't be a fucking monster. Seriously, pretend that you're nice.
Pretend that you're nice. Pretend that I'm nice. What is this nice? What is this nice? I have conscience 1.
He's gonna run me through with that fucking sword again.
You're in trouble.
Essentially, Pamela would have given you a general idea of what she knows about what happened. Apparently, the previous prince was an asshole, so the 2 humane elders decided to purge the Ventrue, take over power, and slaughter everyone in their path. Don't be a monster!
When you put it like that, it sounds so strange.
I mean, it's fucking vampire politics, man. This is kind of like,
I blame the regent.
why?
Just do it.
To be fair, I am to blame.
To be fair, he's not wrong.
Okay. Vivian, so, Jyhad, you all get out of the car. What happens next, pray tell?
Is the car park just over there, or are they?
No, there's a path
It's-
through the woods. There's trees in the way. You don't have a clear
Right,
view of
I'm
them
going
until
to
they...
kind of walk to them.
Who wants to carry him?
Harvey
seem to be
has
killing-
already picked him up.
Harvey is thick.
Alright. This can't possibly go wrong.
I look at Harvey and I make it very clear: don't do anything.
Doo-doo-doo.
You're telling
body.
you're telling a
He gives you a
Okay.
disappointed look.
you're breaking his heart.
I don't care.
Vivian, I was just gonna make a doodle on his stomach. It would
I
go
know.
away.
No doodle. No doodles.
You suck. You really, really suck. I don't know. Why are
Do
we
I actually hear this?
friends?
I will take
No.
this as a compliment, as I am trying to help secure your future.
future?
What future?
Harvey takes one frenzy tick.
Understandable. Have a nice day.
Oh,
Fine. So,
Wait,
Thank
isn't
you.
Harvey the guy who frenzied and one shot you, Epic?
Maybe.
so, Harvey goes up ahead where everyone can see him like a good boy, and Gregory, you see a figure carrying a second figure walking down the path in the darkness, followed by more people.
Is this?
There's
I'm
an
going to
old
just
man
step back.
carrying a young, horribly
going to
bald person.
I'm going to step back and try to watch how Daniel and the gangrel are reacting to this, rather than stand in the way at all.
Okay.
Until I actually
The
see
gangrel
prince.
just rush forward, and essentially it's like, where did you find him? Who did this to him?
I'll
The shadow.
explain in a moment. First of all, you! I point to the random other vampire in Elysium. Go wait in the parking lot.
You see...
Is that Vivian?
Yep.
Yes. I take a very gracious bow and say, yes, my prince. And
You see just a Scotsman eyeing you suspiciously while holding his claymore. He looks authentic.
He looks on.
authentic or autistic?
Both,
no-
Yeah.
both, but
Yes.
you've probably been from... Well, given that you were part of the aristocracy, there's a chance you would have seen people like this in some of the regiments. Yeah, no, he's definitely authentic. He's the real deal.
Again, there are no real Scotsmen.
Trying to go
Vivian's
towards the
gonna
parking
go
lot,
and walk
trying
over
to actually
towards the
still
bookcase
hear to
girl.
some extent, but don't want to immediately piss off the prince.
Okay, you're trying to stay close enough to listen. Vivian, give me a perception alertness roll.
I mean, going as far away as kind of to the edge of the parking lot, trying to listen from that distance without going any closer. Deliberately trying to at least follow the letter of the law, but be able to hear if there's, say, shouting or gunshots.
You'll hear gunshots and possibly shouting, but it's a fair distance and there are trees in the way, so generally speaking, that's about all you can hope to hear.
Okay.
If you're in the parking lot itself.
Yes.
Yeah, that's why I sent you that far. Ugh.
Okay, Demi. Vivian, Sigurd, the gangrel, everyone who has blood to spare is seeing that Halfdan is still technically awake. They're gonna move to bite their wrists and fill him back up, unless someone stops them.
I mean, that's not something I really care about.
It's not,
As long as he doesn't go and try and do something, I don't care what state he's really in at the moment.
Okay.
The only
I mean-
problem is, I will warn them right immediately. He might frenzy. Be careful.
Harvey meaningfully cracks his knuckles and looks at you questioningly.
I mean, if he just wakes up and says they did this to me, and all the gang will attack you, there's just the gang will win.
They can try. The gangrel will get fucked.
Yeah, no,
I mean-
I think it would be a pretty even fight, even with Halfdan there.
Demi's the only fucking threat.
Some of them have
That's
a
'cause
few
he's got
surprises. But there's Dougal and
Yeah.
Byron there. It's gonna be very close either way, I think.
Don't, guys, I'm
But
way
yeah.
too meany right now. Please don't fucking inspire me like bacon.
Okay.
Look, that's your own willpower stuff.
Demi, as soon as you get blood, there's gonna be provocation for you to frenzy, but
Obviously.
given that you're incapacitated and that knocks you out of frenzy, You can just refill by 10 blood points and use them as you see fit. The Gangrel are gonna help fill.
Sure, but at the same time, that kind of risks me getting another animal trait. So can I just try and resist it?
Just assume that you're too out of it to frenzy, okay? It's fine.
Okay. Yeah, that's 10. I actually have 11, and I'm going to use 3 to heal myself back, to heal the 2 bashing and 1 lethal.
Okay.
So, while they're giving him blood and such, I don't have a way in which to explain this in any good terms whatsoever. So, I will do what I can. Vivian's gonna just get on the ground for a moment, bow her head to the rest of the gangrel. I'm sorry.
Now's your chance, Jyhad. Now's your chance!
Yeah. I start between her, the girls, the Scotsman.
Ascend!
I
really could.
Ascend!
earlier this night, I tried to delay an issue until Halfdan could get back.
Oh, good. This is
Archie
oh, yes.
was
Oh,
diablerized.
Okay, that's a frenzy tick for the entire Gangrel clan who are already on edge from
I'm going to
previous
be
happenings.
honest, that seems more like 2 fucking frenzy ticks, not 1.
Well, assume they're at the base of 1 due to how tense this entire night has been, because we've been riled them up previously, then a newcomer, then discovering you like this. They would start at 1 already.
Okay.
Except I don't know about the newcomer.
I just want to point out, I still haven't actually pissed off the Gangrel clan yet, I don't think.
Some of them have probably realized who you are by this point.
Oh no.
You're so fucked if they frenzy.
I'm gonna need a bigger sword.
Jyhad, you had danger sense, right?
Yes.
Okay, give me a second. You sense nothing.
Oof.
But continuing,
Halfdan, ascend! Ascend!
Sadly.
Shut up, Lambert. For once, please.
okay, so continuing, that is not the only bad news because
Oh no.
apparently Halfdan decided to engage the sheriff in a fight for some reason, if he wishes to explain, and wishes to try and leave the city. I leave it up to him to try and explain why all this is, however he wishes to do so with you. I am very sorry for what has been occurring.
Gregory, you see a second car pulling up.
Oh no.
Jackalor, you, you and the sheriff and some ghouls and possibly Brenna. Actually, Brenna was trying to kill that ghoul. I think Brenna is still away somewhere, but you, the sheriff,
By the
and
way-
some ghouls are here.
Hold on. Isn't Brenna also distraught at the fact that she found out she slept with a demon?
No, that was Walda. Walda is
Yeah,
off
that's
elsewhere.
Oh, that's Waldo. Okay. Oh, that's the Primachin.
Yeah.
The one that
Oh, my
fucking cursed
fucking
me
God.
for a night. Fucking cunt.
Yep. I then will stand up and tell them you should probably find somewhere private to try and deal with this. And I will do my best to try and make anything I can easier for you, any of you. I'm very, very sorry that you have to deal with all of this. Come on. I grab everyone else and we start heading away.
Aren't you gonna tell them about the thing? Or do they already know?
What particular
He
thing?
mentioned about Archie.
I meant no, the demon.
You gonna tell him about the... I mean, that's up to Alvdan.
Yeah, that's up
I
to
explained
me.
he got in a fight with the sheriff.
Okay, so okay, my apologies. I thought you were going through everything. I just want to know if you had already done that.
Look, if I tell the demon, they will likely frenzy regardless of any ticks. That's like probably just an instant frenzy roll. That's up to Halfdan if he wants to try and weather that storm.
Sadly, I think Halfdan would. That's the problem.
Demi,
Yeah,
Jackalor, what weapon did David have on him?
I have a.
Before we do go, I will quickly explain that any punishment that would befall him for this, I would refuse to make it too bad regardless. But with him wanting to leave the city, it's up to the gangrel to decide what to do in this situation, really.
Okay.
But yeah, I had a heavy revolver.
And then I take everyone else and we get out of here before they can do anything too crazy.
You know they're gonna kill him, right?
Okay, so, Jackalor, you no longer have a
That's
heavy
what the hell, man.
revolver. You have a, you have either a shotgun or a rifle. Your choice. The sheriff will have provided you, because he expects this to erupt, because Vivian can be stupid sometimes.
Yeah, I'll have a shotgun.
Oh,
So you see a party of heavily armed people, some mortal, some clearly vampire, getting out of a second car and head for the path. Some of them look to still have wounds on them.
I will do a half bow, but if they're just walking past into the woods, I won't bother saying anything immediately.
The sheriff kind of points a finger at you. Seen the prince yet?
She was indisposed with something and asked me to wait out here. So I am waiting here till she is no longer indisposed. She, you fucking yeah, aid, man.
Okay. He just nods and says, "You should do that. Stay right there."
By the way, when I was going over the punishments and stuff, I will ask them to please take as much mercy on Halfdan and his foolish ways as they can.
I'm like poking like Vivian, kind of dry. I'm like, Vivian, my gut says something bad's gonna happen. We need to go.
No, your gut doesn't say that, in fact. Your gut says that everything is fine. Your danger
You
sense...
said my danger sense.
I told you.
No.
I asked you if you had it, and then I told you that it's telling you nothing at the moment. Because I roll for it secretly. That's how it works.
Oh, I heard you say that it was telling me.
No,
No,
everything's
you said
fine.
It wasn't.
Oh, yeah,
It
no.
wasn't.
Oh, no, we could just stay for this. It's fine. There's nothing bad's gonna happen, Vivian.
You just randomly state that? Whatever.
No. I know not so much as like we can like they're not gonna hurt him too much. We can.
No. We're just going after this. We have other stops to make.
Oh fuck. Okay.
So after just pleading for some mercy for Halfdan for his sake, I'm just going to, see about getting everyone to go and let them have their own private whatever they want to do with this matter.
Fun point. This has to be like the 4th or 5th time that such a large assembly of vampires in one place happened, and mostly it's related due to me.
I can't wait till the Brewhog fucking guys show up and just start shooting people.
So, Vivian,
race
as
war.
you're going down the way, you see the second car has arrived. The sheriff just nods at you and moves to head past. They're all heavily armed.
I move in front of everyone.
Yes?
No. I am trying to deal with the situation in the best way we can.
And I'm gonna keep the order. With superior firepower if necessary. This is my job, Vivian.
So,
I'm supposed to stand there and look scary so people don't step over the line. That's what I'm gonna do.
you are correct, but in this situation, you are bringing a lot of heavily harmed people into Elysium, for one. For two, you know I can't allow you to do this.
Let's be honest, is there really a fucking Elysium Keeper at this point?
Yeah, no, I thought Elysium.
There actually is.
I thought
And-
Elysium was disbanded from this one.
What?
Nope, that's
For
not.
fuck's sake, out of character talk. In the middle of a fucking conversation. People, please.
I know, right?
What do you expect me to actually do, Vivian? What do you think I'm planning to do? Because I think we're not communicating here.
Well, I am intending to have the Gangrel clan decide what to do with Halfdan. He is the last of their support.
What
He's
if
the last they got.
what if he kills them all?
I would not expect that of Halfdan, but it's really up to the Gangrel.
I
This is a
wouldn't
very personal matter
expect
for them.
it from him either, but let's face it, we didn't expect him to be fucking a demon repeatedly, even after everything that's happened.
How about we just wait in the parking lot and I'll make sure nothing goes down. If it does, we can then try and make sure no one gets hurt.
That's a bad idea. You see him visibly just, working to
Kurt,
rein himself in.
Please. We need to have the clans. We need to make sure that they can be all right, be by themselves, and have what privacy they need for these kind of events. I agree, there is a chance he could maybe try and do something with his recent actions, but if he is still the Halfdan I know, he won't try and kill his fellow clanmates.
Vivian, don't take this the wrong way. And then he looks around at everyone and doesn't finish his thought.
Probably a good idea.
Fine. Let's head back.
Thank you, Kurt. And I am sorry. You are definitely in the right on this. This would be how we would usually do it. But Halfdan's all they got.
Epic, is our heightened senses active?
At the moment, yeah.
Give me a perception alertness at 3.
Okay. I need to make sure my alertness was the 3, right? Yes.
You see, sort of folded between two rocks, what looks vaguely like a figure. Pretty big figure, in fact. Just completely still. You're pretty sure it wasn't there before.
Can I identify anything about this figure?
Focusing on it. It's weird, it blends in so naturally, but... Yeah, you've seen things like this before. It's a camouflaged gargoyle.
Well, we have one gargoyle in the city. Here's another one. I'm presuming I don't recognize the gargoyle.
Give me a luck roll. On a 10 you might have met before.
You knew this was gonna happen, didn't you?
You helped it at one point about 100 years back, after it had just escaped from the Tremere for what it said was the second time, after someone had sent it back to them.
So that's hilarious. Oh, someone who sent it back to him. Oh, jeez. Well, because I know who it is.
It's just gonna slowly nod when it sees you looking in its way. Just barely perceptibly, just head goes down, little goes up again.
I think Vivian's just gonna raise an eyebrow for a moment, but we'll continue walking, and I'll make sure to just keep some clairvoyance along the way, just to make sure it doesn't try to go and mess with the gangrel.
It doesn't.
I don't care if it's hiding.
It seems to be shadowing you at a distance.
Oh, cool. Actually, that's fine. I don't mind this at all.
Vivian considers Jyhad a close friend, right? Or at least a close ally.
Close ally, certainly. Close friend, not quite, but we do a lot of the similar things throughout time, so...
Give me an Auspex roll.
We're friends.
Roll Auspex rating at 9 on sensing danger to Jyhad.
Back in a second.
Look, you're friends with the Tremere, and I'm pretty sure my character knows about the gargoyles you send back sometimes, so... I don't think we can say close friends yet.
I don't know how you would know that, considering it wasn't when we were we weren't together. And I didn't.
These
That's
things...
supposed to be something you do commonly, though.
Yes, that's the thing.
Not...
They might not know about a specific event, but given that you have essentially 4 clan status and 2 status, you're a known person. You're a public figure.
And, oh fuck.
Yeah, those are public things that most people who are old enough will probably know about you if they know about you.
I don't even know why you would even roll this, that if you know the fucking guy's broke free, he's shadowing you with me.
Mostly, I'm figuring he won't try and do anything, while I'm around and with so many other vampires around. So I'm figuring he probably wants to try.
Unless he has, like, flight 5 and he can just grapple and carry off!
I mean, that could be a thing. But if that's the case, then he has to deal with Jyhad alone, in the air. That's not necessarily a good thing either.
But yeah. So.
But yeah, that's kind of why Vivian's not really bringing any attention to him. She's presuming he wants to probably talk in a little bit or something.
So, the group. How close an eye are you keeping on Harvey?
Now that he's not near the gangrel or anything like that, not too much. Maybe just a little bit more than other people. But I think most of her attention's mostly on like Kurt and the rest of the people that just came in. So.
Okay. Christ, you have so much perception alertness in the dark.
I know, right?
Go ahead and roll at 3.
The powers of Auspex 6. They're fuck you.
Okay.
Defender wins, though.
Yeah. When you make it back to the cars, you realize Harvey doesn't seem to be there.
Check clairvoyance. Where'd he go?
Actually, did Harvey go past me?
You
Or
did.
did I go back?
You did.
When, So
He-
when did what?
He was part of Vivian's group. He was carrying the body. He was in the front
Yep.
Oh
then.
yes, but
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 you
did
didn't
Tightly-
see him come out, no.
Yep. Check clairvoyance. Where'd he go?
He seems to be just sort of leaning against the tree, chin in his hand, just casually watching the proceedings with Halfdan.
I tell him, get over here. Come on, Harvey. That's private.
He
Boy, that
ignores
turns
you.
out fucking. No, can't do that. Jeez. Everyone's in different spots. If I go back, most other people will probably try and go back.
You could try speaking with him more harshly. He might just be trying to see how far he can push Mommy before he gets a paddling. Testing his limits like kids do.
Nope.
Valcavians! Yay!
Harvey, come on. Please come back over here. We really need everything to be fairly, safe over there.
Sighs deeply. Throws a wistful look at Halfdan. Starts very slowly making his way back.
I'm glad he caught that I was saying safe for both him and them.
Oh no, he didn't! He totally missed that part.
Oh, okay.
Okay, but yeah, he makes his way back. Demi, the gangrel, lead Halfdan away. You're surrounded in a semicircle at this point. Danielle just looks you straight in the eyes and asks, "So what the fuck?"
Whew. Okay. Time to do this. Let me get out of my meme form. Whew. Okay. I'm gonna be standing. I don't want to look sort of non-proudish. I want to at least stay on a foot with at least my clanmates. And I'm just gonna start with I failed all of you. I'm going to be honest. I've caused, due to my reckless, foolish actions, consequences that I could not perceive due to my inability. And yet here I am. I
Yeah,
only
no,
asked
cut
you-
the fucking fancy talk and tell us what happened.
I went after the sheriff because, let me tell you straight. I was with a demon.
What now?
Yeah,
And why were you with the demon?
because I've known her for 50 years so far.
Why
Cool.
have you known a demon for 50 years?
It was during an older time. You might have not known me, but I'm going to say essentially what I said to Kurt. I'm a horny motherfucker, and we found each other and somehow stuck. It's stupid, I know. Understandable.
Continue. Please? Fangs extended at this point as well.
I know. I'm just gonna stand there still. And yeah, no, the recent happenings. That's because I tried to end it with her, and at the end, this city's fucking cursed, and I just wanted to get the fuck out.
How did she get eaten? Was it because you were fucking a demon at the time?
I was just told. I don't really know. And
So, well, our clan is getting decimated. You're getting it on with your demon girlfriend.
Can I make a quick request? Could I have maybe tried charisma empathy with that begging for his mercy and shit earlier? Might help. I don't know.
Not at this point, but I'm assuming you would have gotten at least 3-4 successes, so I'm taking that into account.
Okay, good. Okay.
No, that
I'm
would-
just going to, in a low voice, just say yes. Dum dum
Oh,
dum.
the fuck.
Yeet yeet.
Yeah, at this
You-
point, I think Frank grows close as well. He-
Oh no, not Frank. Frank, no. Frank, no. Not Frank. Okay, now I'm sad.
Give me a Auspex roll at difficulty 8, epic.
He was watching that, by the way.
He
did mention
was,
it.
but this is a separate thing. You feel like Kavdan is walking to Razor's Edge here.
Yeah, that I figured he would be. I'm really hoping that, his clan status will help save him. Probably decimate that, but that's what I'm really hoping for.
Uh-huh. So, Archie's dead. 2 are people taken by the Sabbat, apparently. Maxim's gone. Somewhere. Or I think you might have said that he was killed, Epic. Yeah.
He was killed. They know he's dead. How he's dead? At the time, I thought I didn't know.
Okay.
Legit. So
But, yeah, no, you did tell them and we did say that you knew that it was Hunter's, because you remotely did Spirit's touch on his ashes.
yeah, we mentioned that later, but I had forgotten it at that point. So it
Mac-
depends how you want to roll
Okay.
with that. I would have done it just a little different, but
Okay, yes. So, Maxim's dead. 2 of our people are dead or worse with a Sabbat. Archie gets eaten, and all the while, you, our fucking Primogen, are fucking a demon instead of protecting the clan.
Just give you a second. Like he has a really good fucking point. It's like yeah, no, I think my only reaction is let's do it like Walking Dead style. Just sort of look down and just stay silent. Silence is a workable thing. It's a bad thing, but it's workable.
Okay, Daniel waits for 5-10 seconds. Then just says, you know, for all your skills and the power of your blood, you are far, far too weak.
And then he lunges at me, right?
Do you wish to say anything?
Mm. Nope. I'm gonna remain silent.
Okay, then roll initiative.
Woohoo, baby. Geck.
You are
You
so
don't really
fucked.
have to roll initiative because I'm gonna tell you right now what I'm going to do. Okay?
Okay.
I'm not fighting back. I know I fucked up.
Okay, then I need you to roll willpower to let them rip you apart. Because that's what they're gonna do at this point. Some of them joining
Yeah,
in sooner, some later, but they're gonna go for you.
Yeah, just give me a second to refresh. She's got fucked up. But I think temporary or permanent for this.
Permanent.
I think I'm at a 7. Well, actually, am I able to spend a willpower point for this?
Yes, if you're willing to die for this. I thought Havdan enjoyed life way too much to just let himself get killed, though.
Yeah, but I'm already kind of really fucked. Like, I know that I fucked up, and my own misbehavings and foolish, like, he's got a point, let's be honest. Like, if you take all things in consideration, I'm not really that deserving. And once I to the wrong pool, I was already in too deep at the end. If you see where I'm coming from.
Yes, I just don't think I can see it both ways, honestly, because Havdan, I can see him going, yeah, no, fuck the rules, I do what I want, but at the same time, he supposedly did care about his clan, who he left, boned.
Yeah, and at the same time, it's like, even though I do enjoy life and things, as I said, I went into the pool of death way too fucking deep, and the least that I can do for for the rest of the clan that I kind of did care for is to just let it happen. At least go in an honorable way, at least at the end.
But here's the thing, you have enough occult to know that Florin might not be gone permanently. And if she isn't, and the gangrel kill you, what do you think will happen?
Shit, I even have one politics now. Oh no.
What happens to the clan when the demon decides to purge them?
Murder!
That's a fair that's a fair point, actually, and I actually would have had time to think about that. Oh.
So Demi, you declare first. It looks like they're gonna go for you.
Now, I think I still think that I still think this is how I want to go.
Okay then.
At least that's for me. And just because I know that 4 people are going to be jumping me at the same time, just basically under my breath at the last time, just go and say, "Be safe, my brothers," and that's it. So yeah, I'll spend the last willpower. And do I have to still roll?
No.
Okay.
So, Epic, are you gonna tell us that everyone's gonna start ripping apart?
I mean, to be fair, it was more about Havdan ripping them apart.
Well, now I think they're just flat out frenzying, aren't they, Draco?
No, they are on the edge of frenzying, but this is just them pure human fury ripping him apart. Demi, roll to soak egg from Daniel.
Nope. That's 2. Yeah, I'm at mauled. Keep going.
Okay. Kenzia is gonna proceed to stab it at you because how dare you, filthy elder, betray the clan like this? You were supposed to keep them safe, and elders are all cunts here, apparently.
I really don't want to hear that from fucking Kenzia, but okay. So
Just backhands her.
since you did say stab, is that with a knife or she's doing it claws?
They're all using claws. This is a gangrel clan thing. It's all claws.
Yeah, no, I'm at incap.
Incapped or past incapped?
Incap. 1 success, that's 2 successes. I got crippled and then X on incap.
Okay. So.
Ripperoonie and pepperoonie?
Essentially.
Well.
Yeah, that's lethal.
So, Frank manages to abort out of finishing you off. And so does Kristen. Yeah, Epic, you just saw them rip into Halfdan. They're all now looking expectantly at Daniel. It seems they have chosen a new leader.
I will. No, this is really up to them.
Okay.
If they give him mercy, it would be awesome. You know, all parts. Vivian really doesn't want Halfdan to die, but in all honesty, the Gangrel are the ones that he's really fucked over. Funnily enough.
Daniel seems to be deep in thought. One school of thought suggests ending him, another suggests staking him. But generally speaking, it's either put him on ice for 3 or 4 decades or end him there and now. No, that's what Daniel's thinking. They haven't said it out loud yet. Because that's heresy.
That's right. Thought crimes are punishable by death here.
They're not
Yeah.
punishable by death or anything like that. You know what? Because they are all looking at Daniel, even though this is pretty, personal and stuff, I do think I will go ahead and send a thought over to him. I would really regret a lot of things if Halfdan was to die here. I can only ask for some mercy if it is within all of your hearts. I'm sorry things turned out like this.
Daniel holds up a finger. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. Camarilla, even more than the Sabbat, work on favors. The prince would want this fucker to live, or at least not die. So we're gonna stake him. We're gonna bury him in concrete, somewhere where we can dig him up if we decide we want him again. And then maybe the prince will let us replenish our numbers. Everyone's looking at him like, what the fuck are you even talking about? Why are you like this? He meaningfully looks towards the sky, kind of nodding upwards. There's a look of understanding on the faces. Daniel looks down on your face. Your eyes are barely able to focus on him. He raises one clawed hand and just says, "Night, night, bitch." And you just feel it slowly sink into your neck before you're rendered into torpor.
I'll tell him, thank you. Thank you a lot.
He stands up, looks around, realizes it's futile, and just says out loud, we are gonna dump him somewhere. And if we realize that you have spied on us, well, we do that. Next time we bury him, we're gonna dump him in the ocean. So please, we would like for us to be the only ones to know where this asshole is.
I tell him, that's more than acceptable. Again, thank you.
Meanwhile, in the parking lot, Harvey has sidled up to Gregory. So, you're a weird one.
Which one is that?
The old man.
I don't believe we've been acquainted. My name's Gregory and yours is?
You can call me Byron.
Okay then, it is good to meet you, Byron. Byron? Pronunciation is not my strong point.
It's fine. Just let me know if you need a pet or two. Again, I can make some guard animals for you.
That is a very kind offer. And if you ever need a drink and want to try something a bit out of the ordinary,
Oh, I would love a drink.
I
Boy,
need to
the
actually get the
subtext here.
mythology stuff if set up, but I probably should introduce myself to the prince when she's no longer staring into space.
I can
Also
pay
get
attention
this-
with clairvoyance on. I just look distracted.
She's still sort of aware of what's going on here, but she's probably watching something really exciting somewhere else. Gangrel's taking a claw to the face while they're saying this.
Wincing.
But yeah,
So
no,
are you one of her kin then?
sorry?
So are you one of her kin then?
Well, no, we're not related except in the loosest sense, but I am of her clan.
That is more than loose in some ways. I've heard a great many different stories about what she's able to do.
Oh yeah, no, they're all true.
I hadn't even said what the stories were yet.
That's okay. I'm a Malkavian. I know what you were gonna say.
I guess that's very expeditious of you.
Seriously though, about that drink.
Yeah, I'll have to get my mixology set up, and I've got a nice selection and everything. What kind of vintages do you generally prefer and everything, or?
I generally like the older stuff, but I'm a connoisseur of wide variety of things. I can also bring by one of my dogs to show you some of my work, in case you're interested.
What exactly are they, apart from obviously? I presume they're not just old hounds you have found and reared. They're something more.
Oh no, I essentially look for specimens strong enough to let's not go into details, but I look for strong enough specimens in the local pounds and adopt them.
And so they are just canines?
Oh no, there's so much more than that. You know, once you introduce yourself to the prince, I could take you up towards my home / office and show you one of my pets.
I'll get myself settled in first, and if you should bring one of your pets when I'm getting the drink and I've been set up, then I might in future, if I want one of the pets, come over to see the selection and everything.
Well, I generally don't have a selection because, as you might or might not know, animals get bloodbound just as we do, and you want to have a creature that's raised to be loyal to you, obviously.
Yes, of course. But so does it matter much the starting specimen then?
Yes, it has to be hardy, otherwise it will not survive the things I will do to it.
When you said pound, you are just taking whatever scraps you can get then. There isn't any particular because back in the old country, various chums of mine were very into trying to get very purebred dogs, obviously for a different
It
market and
doesn't.
everything.
It's not about the bloodline. It's about their physical hardiness.
Yes, but if that's what you can breed into a bloodline, though.
Generally speaking,
where
I've
the-
not had the resources to go on a breeding program of my own
Well, of course,
yet,
of course.
but
The kind have done it for hundreds of years. I'm sure if you take the cream of the crop of what they've done and then add your expertise on top, you could make some truly exceptional specimens. What exactly do you do to them, if I mind you? This is not the time to ask specifics, is it?
well, I've heard rumors about them having given trouble even to the gangrel Primogen, and he's an elder at one point. I don't know the exact detail, but they're more than just animals if they're able to trouble an elder. Even, in a group of 2 or 3.
If you've managed to do that with pound runts, then what would you be able to do with championship bloodhounds and other such specimens
If
meant
you
to
are
be
able to get a better starting material for whatever I make for you, then you're welcome to try it. If it turns out to not be hardy enough for what I have to do, well, then it will die in the process. That's all there is to it. That's always the risk.
Of course. It's just trying to find something to elevate them.
Oh, I'll
He has no
elevate
idea
them.
what- This might
Kurt
end up
is
really
at
bad.
this
This
point
might end
gonna
up
just
really-
tap you on the shoulder.
Is the prince free to be
No.
introduced to?
I just wanted to say, Byron here is apparently trying to be very cute about this. Imagine hell dogs that have 3 rows of extending teeth that shred your flesh as they try to pull it off. They're walking masquerade breeches, hard glare at Byron. And should you acquire one, I expect you to clean up after yourself, if you know what I mean. Okay?
I mean, I was assuming they were for only times when things required,
I
them to
don't
be set on
care what they're for. You clean up after yourself if you fuck with the masquerade in any way. Also,
Of course,
Byron
of
is a fleshcrafter, that's why most people don't touch him. If you have noticed,
Right.
he's still holding your hand.
No, I hadn't noticed. I didn't think I actually offered him my hand to shake, so...
Then it's even
That's how
creepier.
good he is.
Then it's even worse.
Shit!
Right. Damn perception.
You want to roll perception, you say?
No, I was meaning damn my perception because I wasn't being very perceptive.
Yeah, I think Byron has
Oh.
like 8 dice
I
on
will-
Dex stealth, so...
Yeah, remove hand.
Ooh.
Possibly remove hand if needed.
Oh no, he lets it go. Just gives you a grin.
Right, it's nothing more... I thought he was more towards the... I waved my hand here, any supernatural methods rather than something crude.
Byron rolls for frenzy.
Wait, what? Is Byron frenzy?
He called vicissitude crude.
He also has short fuse, so it's +2 difficulty. Congratulations!
I'm not dead!
He
not
has to
dead.
get a total of 5.
Please,
Botch.
Botch.
Yeah,
What?
we know.
Come on. Botch.
Nah, we're good.
No.
We're good.
He just gives you a stare. Crude. Really?
I thought you were using something much more. I'll show. I will still have you do it, and I think I can show you something which might be of great interest to you in terms of results.
Or, how about this? Go fuck yourself. You arrogant, stupid, blind piece of shit. What I do is a symphony of flesh and life, and I turn these beasts into utter perfection. How dare you? Vivian, there's commotion in the reel around you.
Is anyone killing each other?
Not yet.
No.
I'm probably busy looking at the other spot then.
Seacard, there's commotion around you. Check, Lord.
I'm
Pretty
pretty-
much everyone
I
notices.
figured I've just been standing here listening. I figured I've just been standing here listening to this conversation the entire time. I don't know there's a gargoyle out there. So, just like, oh, he can do that? That's awesome. Oh, and...
He seems really mad
So,
now.
Do I...
Going
Do,
to
hold on,
step
do I...
back away from him and towards Kurt.
I don't know if Kurt will keep it safe at the moment.
Kurt
I
sort
mean,
of
no,
steps out
because-
of the line of fire for both of you and doesn't let you keep him between.
Fair enough.
So what did you say, Chris?
There's a commotion. Do you wish to get involved?
What?
For now, I'll just watch
We
it.
were
I got a
not gonna
question.
leave. So yeah, this should be fine.
I have a question, Draco.
Yes.
To be like impressed by Visitude, would that be expression?
Depending on how you go about it, but yes, you could go with expression to try and go. You could try and join in and, peck at the newcomer.
Well, I mean, I think my guy would like Visitude. Not
I
so
mean,
much
if
as
he
like,
likes it, he likes it. If you just want him to like it, that's fine.
because I do like Visitude, like, and it's not crude.
Okay then.
I also want to calm him down if he's a flesh crafter, because that can get out of hand real fucking quick.
Okay, give me charisma etiquette to defuse the fucking situation.
Difficulty?
I think 6 since he managed to resist the frenzy and is just venting at this point.
I'm gonna spend the will.
That's one if you don't have it.
I have etiquette.
You sure?
Yeah, I do have. I have a dot of etiquette.
I'm joking, man.
Oh,
Don't worry, it's out. Don't worry, Allied. It's all. It's
you
sometimes
said
hard to tell. Jack.
7?
It's 6.
Right?
6.
Because you have
6.
etiquette.
2 successes.
Okay. Byron just nods towards... Okay, what kind of wording do you use?
What does that mean?
Essentially, do you praise him? Do you say that it's enlightened out? Like, what kind of things do you
No,
say
I
to him?
know. I straight up say that like it is an enlightened art. Like not everybody can do it, and those that do are talented beyond most people's understanding.
Okay.
Who is... Right, moustache dude.
It's his eye that steps up. Kurt fucked off. He's like, oh fuck, the retards got it.
Yeah, pretty much, actually.
Is he lying?
Apparently,
No,
he
I-
actually likes this dude.
Yeah, no, like it's an art, to be sure, and one that not many can do, and those that can do it wonderfully.
Oh, the baby Zimitzi Vivian adopted still has a lot to learn.
I don't know about that kid.
You do now, Byron said it out loud.
Wait,
She has one?
I presume presume that's not a lie as well.
No, that's the complete unvarnished truth. He considers her to be an adoptee, she's a Zimitzi, and she definitely has a lot to learn as far as he's concerned.
My goodness, she couldn't have a better teacher than you.
Well, we don't interact much. Not as much as I would like, anyway.
But that's stifling her growth then.
I know.
It-
I know. It's not my call. It's not my call.
Maybe the prince feels more comfortable with the one who is the most experienced in this being you still, rather than letting her have any chance of getting to the same level.
Do I even know what clan's hiding behind me, Draco? Is this a Lasombra or a Kiasid?
It's a
Kiasid.
Kiasid. It's
It's 8 foot tall!
probably not 8 foot tall, but it's clearly freaky looking. How
Who the
much
fuck
do
are
you have in occult? Give me an intelligence
I have-
occult at... let's call it a 6 to see just how much you know about this bloodline. This will vary based on...
7 dice at 6. Oh shit.
Yeah, you know that they're apparently vampires that have a trace of the Fae or changelings in them and are spawned from the Lasombra.
I'm Gregory,
I'll
I
be
don't think
dead.
we've been introduced yet.
How's was it Brian? How is he looking? Is he better now, Draco?
Byron?
Yeah.
It's a little less mad, yes.
Okay. I will. Greetings, I'm Singhart. I'm also a recently new arrival to the city. I would recommend not attempting to belittle such good arts in the city.
Of course.
They have, I would believe that they have far more wisdom and skill above your understanding.
And at this point, the happenings in the Gangrel area would be done.
All right. So before everything gets settled, then I will say to Daniel that the punishment for the Tremere Regent had been decided. He is going to be handed over to the Gangrel clan for tonight and until retrieved tomorrow. Where would he wish to see about getting him?
He would ask to delay that until tomorrow night and then retrieve him the night after that so he can get a few things ready.
Okay.
And yeah, they're gonna...
I did tell the Tremere it would be a night, so not necessarily this night. Should work.
Hey,
Then I'll come back over here. Okay. So
Who's
the
over there?
decision by the Gangrel clan has been to stake their primogen and take him somewhere hidden. He will come back when they
Blinking.
feel they need him.
I raise a hand when Vivian says like, take it somewhere hidden, like, like, can't you see anything you really want?
If I wanted to, but
what's
that was
it?
the request to make sure not to know
No,
myself.
that's more
So-
like it's more like the face and like the finger going up of like, wait a minute, like, can't you?
Give me an intelligence occult roll at 7 since you don't have Auspex yourself and it's an elder power.
I thought I knew that already.
To know very specific details about it. Namely, what the
what am I rolling this at then?
Intelligence occult.
7.
At 7.
No, difficulty, thank you.
Essentially, you know that it lets those who have it see what they're looking for and its immediate surroundings. It might be possible to, by putting him in a dark cave or someplace that has little immediate clues to where he is, keep the location where he actually is in the world hidden, even though Vivian might be able to see his surroundings.
Oh, okay.
Yep, it's an OP power, but there are limitations. Kind of.
Is the prince suitably finished informing people of what has happened?
Well, I'm actually just looking over at Kurt, seeing if this was a fairly acceptable outcome in his eyes.
Kurt just shrugs.
All right. So, we should be done for the night then. As far as this is concerned, at least. I have some other duties to tend to.
Kurt stops
Newcomer?
midway through, holding out a hand for Jackal or Shotgun. Will you want me to follow you along then?
I don't think I have anything that should be that particular. Yeah, I don't think there's anything. Just need to meet up with Michelle at the tower. Make sure the Tremere know about tomorrow. Yeah, things like that. I'll be stopping by the Tremere next. If you want to come, that's no big deal.
I
If you
think
don't,
I'll
fine too.
pass. I'd rather not be in the middle of that place.
All right.
Unless
Well,
you need me there.
Well, no, it shouldn't be anything like that. Just making sure I tell my. Why do I always forget what the fuck she's called? Fuck me.
Your herald.
Right. Need to tell my herald about opening New Elysium for the Toreadors.
I think you already called her.
Did I? Oh, I think I
Yeah.
did, didn't I? That's good. Never mind. I don't need to do that. Let's see. Yeah, I'll just need to call him once I get back and tell him about the time for tomorrow, and that's when the gangrel will take him in. So.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
He holds out
Is
a
that all-
hand for the shotgun, and yes, the prince seems to be done.
I give him the shotgun.
Just nods at you.
Just waiting for the sheriff
Run
to do.
free, little anarch.
Cigar's head turns. Anarch.
Is that
Yeah.
a lie?
Cigar does a
presume-
little like head bobble thing of like, oh, I see.
Is it a lie or not?
That I'm an arc.
As
So-
far as Kurt knows, no.
Well, if we're
So
just
it's-
gonna go
so
back
it
to
is
the
a-
tower,
So it's
Kurt,
as far as Kurt
would
knows
it be
it isn't
alright
a
if I
lie.
could see about maybe borrowing a couple ghouls in the morning, maybe even most of the day? I have a package I need to be sent somewhere discreetly.
He just nods at the two guys with him. Jim, Bob, go with her. And yeah,
All right. Thank you, Jim, Bob. All right. Well, let's get heading.
Excuse
yes,
me,
new
Prince,
person,
are you
come with
free
me.
enough to- Okay.
You have a car?
you probably have a nervous ghoul in the driver's seat just tapping his photo, looking at that folding scene. You know, just parked in the parking lot.
Oh, yes. Is to get here and everything, though the majority of my entourage are waiting to be able to set up wherever it is deemed I could have territory in your fine city.
We'll see about handling all that once you get through all this. Either you can ride with me and we can get all this over, and then you can head off from the tower, or you can just go to the tower yourself and follow us. Either way.
Oh, if I am allowed to ride with you, I will take that as a great privilege, and I will wave at the ghoul in the car to go.
Okay.
It's going to go so badly.
Okay.
So, you mentioned that you're interested in me being an anarch, Jyhad.
Here we go. He's gonna try to sell.
Hold on, wait, what's going on?
I don't know.
Jackalor is jackaloring. Aren't anarchs meant to be some free state place? Away from here?
Sigar just... Is this in front of Sigar?
No, he's asking you, Sigar.
Oh,
I'm
he's
asking
asking me.
I'm asking Jack. Jack was asking you, and I was asking Jack.
Hold on, Jack, what did you ask?
You're interested in me being an anarch.
Sigar is like, are you one?
Yes.
Is
I
he
look
lying?
over at him. Wow.
Yeah, no, he is. I go, you have some balls, youngling.
I mean, so he is an anarch, or is he lying?
He is very much an anarch.
Yeah, he's very much an anarch. Tell me, little anarch, what are you fighting for?
I fight for the right of all kindred to be free from oppression.
Who is oppressing you?
The
I
elder.
think that's-
Byron just
Sigurd,
turns
I
around
think-
and nopes out. Nope!
I
Too
think-
rich for my blood!
I think Vivian's running over to Dougal and trying to get his claymore back.
I just fucking
Sigurd. If that's your name, I haven't been properly introduced. I think our friend here is quite adorable in his views. Trying to be as dismissive as possible.
Sigard's hand just twitches at his side.
Now,
the
I'm
others are-
sure the prince doesn't want any violence, Irishman.
Sigard just looks at fucking dude. Just looks at me.
Vivian's probably pulling at his kilt, trying to get to the claymore.
We should have this discussion at some other time and place about the anarchs. So you can tell me all about that oppression.
Do you think the oppression is some major concern?
Yes, I do.
Vivian's busy trying to make sure Dougal doesn't try and kill the guy who's more or less indirectly insulting her.
No, I think Dougal's gonna stab me.
Sigurd,
Or
are
he
you?
Lee.
Sigurd, what's with these most interesting views being said by this? I haven't been introduced. You seem.
Should I roll intelligence politics to figure out who Sigurd is?
I mean, I'm asking Jack, or Gregory's asking Jack who he is, basically.
Oh, I'm David Gray. Let me check my child
Wait,
of
hold on.
Arthur, child of Jürgen, child of Hardestadt, child of Erik Egerman, child of Ventru, grandchild of Cain.
Wait, hold on. You're a Ventru? Do you also have stolen
Ventral
thaumaturgy?
anarch.
Oh.
Actually, and is he lying, by the way, about any of the descendants?
As far as he knows, no. But he might have been lied to.
Obviously.
Lambert, it might be best just to go and presume that unless the ST tells you that some's a lie, it's probably
Okay.
not.
Okay, fair enough.
Does Jackor have stolen thaumaturgy?
Nope.
No,
That's the other one.
he wasn't that one. That was the other one.
Okay, so he's just a Ventru, and he's an Anarch.
And apparently a pretty high on the totem pole Ventru.
One blessed with blood that close to, and truly, this is a supreme irony. Then, is it not?
This is very supreme irony, considering that he would be considered an elder. Yes.
Vivian,
That's
you
I
see
was actually going to say that.
you see Harvey's face poke around a tree in the distance as you pierce his obfuscate. He clearly heard that bit about the blood close to Cain.
Look, I've warned him before. Don't go hunting crazy sprees eating people.
See, do I have to make a willpower check to get some distance between here? To not just knock the Anarch out?
I mean, Gregory possibly
I'm
wants
asking
to
Draco.
see if
Not
you
yet.
actually get to that point.
Okay, Sikar's just gonna listen to Doug and just try to get the fuck up to the vehicle.
Do that.
That's
Do
the
that.
wrong way.
No, that's more or less the right
Oh,
way.
that's the right way.
Fine. It don't really matter too much. We're in the parking lot. We're not actually on
Yes.
this map
Okay.
per se.
Fair enough.
He's getting in the back fucking seat.
Google, meanwhile, is like, what? What? They were gonna start ripping into each other any second. What?
No, put it away. Put it away.
But is that
It's
a
fine.
genuine
It's
claymore?
fine.
Is that a genuine claymore, and is the kilt actually of your lineage? Asking Dougal, because the Anarch is no longer trying to work out what Sigurd is via poking the Anarch, which is fun, but
Oh. You are English, aren't you?
what do you think? What do you? Yes. I mean, I am far more vampire than any human ethnicity now, but I suppose yes.
So, are we gonna go to Tower or what, Vivian?
Yes. You. Gray.
Yes.
I don't mind, Anarch or anything like that. But if you mess with anything, trying to cause trouble or anything like that, that's when we'll have issues. Okay?
I'll keep that in mind.
Google
All right,
reinforces
as long as
the
that's understood.
message with a
Yes.
with a just like while still holding the claymore.
God darn it. Okay, we're going before Dougal decides something else needs to be impaled tonight.
Can I heal my lethal, by the way, Draco?
Yes,
Put it
easily.
on walking.
Just stick down your blood and heal.
Okay.
Yep.
Thank you.
As long as it's not some kind of, situation going on and like that, you can just heal.
I need to get food.
I understand.
Okay.
You
Meanwhile,
wish to get food along the way.
in Elysium, or not Elysium so much as the Tower.
The tower.
Elysium is shit. Elysium is totally.
Andrew is still guarding the now torpid body of Bacon's character.
Yep.
He's deeply upset with these developments, by the way.
I don't blame him. On the way, we're going to make a stop at, post office, something like that. We're going to get a big empty box.
Okay. You could just get like a barrel or a box from Kurt, because that's how he keeps vampires, and apparently they're reasonably light tight.
Whichever way's faster. Vivian's just trying to get one along the way.
Then we can just retcon and say that the ghouls went off with Kurt, and they're gonna beat you at the tower with a couple of barrels, or however many you need.
Just need like one. It's fine.
But yeah, that's easily
Need
enough
them to
done.
deliver it mostly. That's the most important part. All right. Is anything happening here, or is this just gonna wait until we get there?
Andrew isn't gonna do anything. He's not really tempted by the bodies laid out. He's not gonna start trouble, he's just gonna guard the prisoner.
Yep. All right. So, along the car ride, I suppose we'll start the conversation. You're new here, right? Kia Seed, I think.
Did anybody ever say that name?
Don't they say Casey?
No.
Not yet.
There is one in town, and Vivian isn't new here, and she would have seen the
Oh,
free,
is it?
slightly lesser,
We've talked
but,
together before.
but
Yes.
yeah, but essentially she has obfuscate and she uses the mask of 1,000 faces regularly when going out. But Vivian would have been able to see through that and see the very similar, if lesser, freakishness.
That's why it was a question, not really a go-to thing. I was just, you look like Pamela a bit. So, oh, okay. The flamer's gone. We don't have a conversation. It's in silence. We'll get to the tower first.
Is the Anarch in the car?
I hope not.
Fuck no. I
Yeah, no,
agree
let's
with you.
say like, if he's in the car might be crashing.
That's what I thought too. I'm not sure who's gonna try and go first.
So,
Just-
Jackalor, while they're driving the car, where does David go?
Can I hitch a ride with the sheriff, or should I just get my own car?
You can
Okay.
try and
Yeah.
you can get in with the sheriff, catch up to him, sure. Is that what you wish to do?
I mean, where is my car is my question first.
Oh, it's gone.
Oh,
Oh, no.
Christ, where did he pick you up?
I think at Elysium?
Then yeah, your car would be there. Sure.
Yeah, I would take my car then.
Okay. So yeah, you head off with your car and head home, I assume?
Yeah, I'd be heading home.
Okay.
Then I'd try to hunt at some point, but yeah.
Okay, meanwhile, in the car,
So you are, I'm presumably a Kia Seed. Do you know
Yes,
Pamela?
you identify. Yes, she was. The reason I thought of actually moving to a great city was due to my contact with Pamela.
All right. So why do you want to be here?
Well, you've many different reasons, but I'm to ask a question of what do you know of Miller and the general KSC blood alchemy?
you can give me an intelligence occult roll at 8. This is essentially a corner of part of their bloodline that
It could be a thing I know about, but not necessarily.
well, intelligence occult or intelligence politics, either at 8 works. So since you have both, I
I think they're the same too. So
Yeah.
whatever. What the fuck was that roll?
We're doomed. At least it wasn't all sixes.
Okay, you know the history that your sire apparently told you at one point, because he had at one point met Marconius, and he had managed to somehow tease out hints about the quest to become the perfect being, and that changeling blood and the blood of other supernaturals was involved in that. And Pamela apparently knows about a freehold in the area, and everything just falls into place. Oh, that's why it's here.
Okay, so I am intending to try and be very peaceful and negotiate with all of
Yes.
the nearby supernaturals. If you
course,
go
of course.
and see about messing with that, I will make you a very, very bad existence. Understood?
Of course, I wouldn't think of doing anything without your permission.
Casually leans head in towards the conversation.
There was illusions that not all of the supernaturals were necessarily being quite as inclined to peacefully coexist as you would want them to.
Of course, I know that. But it is what I am attempting to do, if at all possible.
Yes, and I am here because I am both very good at helping deal with that sort of situation and might be able to gain from it myself, depending on how the outcome is.
Dougal successfully resists frenzy.
Why is he trying to frenzy?
Because you're about to fuck with his adorable little master's plans, and you're an Englishman.
Okay. I mean, great. This is just going to be a permanent thing. He's going to be rolling this every single time I'm near him. Is
No, that's
Not
just
quite.
one strike against
Anytime
you.
Yeah, just any provocation you do is more likely to do it. That's all.
yes, I'm.
Like at all. Okay, so as long as we can see eye to eye on that, that's fine.
Of
I don't
course,
mind you being
I'm
in the
at
city
your-
or anything like
I'm
that.
At your disposal, anything that I can help with in that matters. There was some thing about some
All right.
issues with the usual support Prince would use for dealing with the supernatural, though Camillo didn't want to specify anything about what had occurred. And the gang.
Once I get to know you better, we'll see about doing such things. At the moment, I have a lot of stuff on my plate, and I need to try and handle all that as well.
Yes, and I am at your disposal, Prince, if there is anything.
Where would you
help
like
with.
to be? Do you have any particular plans for where you are going to try and go, or anything like that?
Somewhere that I can have myself, my the ghouls in my herd, without having to disturb anyone on the outside would be nice. You said you were going to a tower. I presume is there any free tower blocks in the city, or what portions that can be bought? Obviously, this is getting the requisite thing from the kind in terms of money transfers is less of a issue. It is your permission as Prince, which I am seeking here.
Look, I will keep my own domain, and if you prove to be a friend, I will see about if you wish
Not in yours.
living in my domain. But no, not at this moment.
Other ones, other tower blocks, because I didn't think there would just be a solitary tower in the city, not having seen the skyline.
There's actually a pretty good chance that's about the only real big tower in the city at this moment.
There's probably a few unclaimed ones in Central City, or at least unclaimed by vampires. There might be syndicate mages in there or other bullshit that will go, look, this PowerPoint presentation will cast a fireball in your face, burn fucker.
Oh, great! That sounds brilliant. That sounds exactly. PowerPoint, really? Isn't it the 1960s?
They're the technocracy. They already have it.
Wow, they already have advanced technology and they decided they wanted PowerPoint.
I know.
Truly, they are evil.
Alright.
No, you
yeah.
hold up a moment.
I mean, there could be some towers, but I don't think New Orleans was particularly about having big buildings almost at all.
Not really, no.
They use PowerPoint. They're 100% evil. This can't even be an argument.
I'm actually just checking the modern day one and look around.
Well, it doesn't necessarily need to be tower block. It is just the kind of 35 of us plus the extended possessions and the books and other what's its need all there.
Google's eye
Space.
twitches at the 35. What? You had to take all of your 5 butlers with you.
Look,
no,
once
that's
we
not
get
what-
to the tower, I'll give you a map of the various domains that you shouldn't encroach on. Other than that, generally you can make your own personal domain without too much worry, wherever that might be.
Thank you, Prince. You're most gracious, allowing me the choice of locations. And butlers aren't terribly useful when undead because fetching a drink is usually more difficult than for the living wanting to Dougal. There's less buttle to be done.
All right. So, welcome to the city. I hope you enjoy it. Don't make trouble. We have way too many troublemakers already.
If there's anything I can do to assist in the matters, just ask and I shall try to prove my worth.
She'll look at you a little skeptically, but say, okay. Have a good night. Let me give you a map real quick once we get over here.
Just give map, not just chuck out of sight of car. Whee!
We're just driving along, you get thrown out.
Audience over. Bye.
I mean, I didn't think that was kind of, but yeah.
To be fair, some princes might do that with how busy I'm actually am right now.
Yep.
Jesus, I'm getting an audience right at this moment. All right, so we'll get to the tower. I'll get her a map, put up the where to go. We'll see about heading upstairs.
Were we invited upstairs or just told
No,
to go and
I just bring you the map, and then I hope you go.
We'll bow and then go to try to look in suitable. Where is the map?
Okay.
Map.
So, Epic.
Oops.
When you
Map.
reach the top floor, there is another elevator there that has just opened moments before yours, and there are several people getting out.
Uh-oh.
Because why would this be easy?
Uh-oh. It's times like these that it's nice being torpid, you know?
There's 2 figures in particular, and they are... Essentially, it's a big body bag that is shifting slightly, hooded and tied up in multiple loops of rope. Clearly,
cool.
carefully secured. I think you might actually recognize one of them.
I do. Point of fact.
Okay, good. Oh,
Out of character, can't remember the name for the life of me, but totally recognize him.
okay. As everyone starts filtering out, they just dump the body on the floor. There's a faint oof. Okay, good, you're here. We're not feeding 2 of you assholes, and the other one is way more fun. So you can have this one back. steps back into the elevator, presses the first floor.
Okay. What did you do this time?
So, you unhood him. He blinks in the light, focuses on you, looks confused. He's gagged. Very much gagged.
Yeah, obviously. Move the gag out of his mouth. What did you do?
I was gonna try and negotiate with them. It is my job after all. Where's the prince?
I'm the prince these days.
What?
Yeah, a couple nights ago. In fact, the old prince went and joined some kind of weird, evil corruption cult thing, and then tried to go and kill one of the other vampires and died. So there, you're up to speed on that part. What did you? What were you? How did you end up negotiating to the point that you ended up apparently being taken hostage?
Well, they ended up screaming at me that they would hear no more worm-tainted lies, and then there were claws and fangs and everything hurt, and then I was tied up on the ground with half of my guts hanging out.
Boy, no one's having a good week this week, are they?
He got captured like a month ago, I think, at least, though. So he's been gone for a while.
I have been wondering what on earth happened to the dude, but I did remember him taking some actions at the end of the downtime.
You knew that he
I
was
presume he was
captured.
okay.
You were presumably negotiating for his release, and one of the things was that they were willing to release him back to you if the negotiations were going well as
yeah.
a goodwill thing, which they've apparently now
That's
done.
right. I forgot all about him being one of the hostages. Shit.
Yes, so they just tossed him back. You know when the prince just forgets about you? 30 years later, I'm still in Nam. I have long given up hope that my country will rescue me.
No. The good news is I actually totally did negotiate his, being let loose. So, well, they held up that part of the deal. Sweet.
So did Gregory come upstairs, or did you leave him downstairs, waiting for a map?
I think was left.
No, I got the map first. I presume I could probably get one pretty easily. What tower is this? Is this a business tower? Is this a hotel?
This is essentially a business tower, but the top floor is your personal office, and essentially it's a mixture between living quarters and conference rooms. You know, for those nights when you work too late, supposedly, to go home.
Definitely still just going upstairs to grab a map then.
Okay.
So
Then you have Gregory waiting downstairs.
okay. So apparently the negotiations have worked out. They got you back. Still working on getting our other hostage back though.
Well, they're hunting corrupted gators and snakes of some kind in the swamp together. He looked like he was having fun.
That's good. That's actually cool. I will congratulate him when we get him back for encouraging good relations with the nearby wolf packs.
I think they started to appreciate him when, like last night, at the start, he challenged. I think it was that woman actually to a duel.
What the fuck is going on?
Apparently, my negotiations are going through amazingly, and I didn't know.
I mean, Thorbrand isn't gonna take shit from any werewolf. They keep shitting on him, he's gonna throw down a challenge. Wounded or not, fuck this shit.
Oh, well, I'm glad things are really turning out pretty well then. She's not dead. Presumably he's not dead. Alright, well, I'll make sure to get you back to your clan, but I'm really in the middle of quite a few things at the moment.
We had to shoot that, so he tried to go for the window.
Yeah, I know. Thank you. Actually, no, I didn't know that. Surprisingly. Oh. Well,
Wait.
I mean, that'll help with my plan here at least. Okay.
I think I mind-wiped all the mortals who heard things, but you should be careful next couple of days, just in case.
Yeah, thank you, Andrew. This helps quite a bit.
I do have a couple of other people coming in town from my clan. One of them I think you'll enjoy the company of. She has similar views to you.
Okay. That's good.
Should I send her over straight away when she's over here? Should I keep her in my place until you have time for her? Seem rather busy.
I am pretty busy. There's a lot going on, but whenever she comes, she can come and hang out in the tower. No big deal. I'll make sure there's somebody has some warning. She can probably wait in the lobby until I get back or call up, anything like that. Or if you want to spend some time with her, it's really up to you.
Okay, fine.
Not really gonna put anything particular on that. So
you want us to
thanks for the head up.
You want us to take this fucker and go? You're
no,
now.
some of Kurt's ghouls are here. Well, I'm going to see about sending him off somewhere else.
So okay, fine. Guess I'll hang around then.
Yep, if you want to, it's no big deal. Thank you. What the fuck was this one guy's name?
Derek.
He's a... Yeah, he is a Toreador. That's his primogen. Sweet. So, Derek, you can head off with Andrew whenever things get settled.
He wiggles against the ropes. His hands and feet are still tied.
I look at him as if, like, what do you expect me to do?
Are both Dougal and Jyhad still downstairs with Gregory?
No, I'm presuming that they both came with me unless they wanted to stay down.
Okay.
I kind of just chilling down there because I don't want this fucking person alone.
Okay, so Dougal is here with me.
Hold still, laddie. I'm gonna give you a real close shave. Derek recoils! Dougal takes out the claymore and starts sawing at the bonds. Derek just stands up, tries to pick up his broken D&D from the floor, and proceeds to go gang with his...
And I just lead the two ghouls who are bringing the box, presumably with them. Bring them over here.
They're gonna show up later. You would reach the Elysium first with...
Oh, good.
With
That gives
Gregory.
me time to go and write a letter. Sweet.
Okay, what does the letter say?
The letter is going to be addressed to... the first one, at least, is going to be addressed to... Why am I forgetting names all the time right now? I must
Alberta and Wolfgang.
Yep. That's right. Alberta and Prince Wolfgang. I apologize for this rather sudden... what do I call this? Baggage that I am putting upon you. This is a Ventru who violated my domain in New Orleans. He has some very, very forbidden knowledge on things and has people after him.
Okay.
This as he is a Ventru, and I do not have anything personally against him, besides the violation of my domain, I do not wish his death upon my own conscience.
Please
But
kill
I
him
cannot
for me!
forgive. But I am also unwilling to help protect one who has violated my domain in such a way. Do with him what you will. It is up to you. And thank you for taking this load off my mind. He is exiled from New Orleans regardless of any circumstances for at least 5 years.
Okay.
That's like a PS at the bottom.
So, you send the same letter to both Alberta and Wolfgang?
Yep, this is actually going to be in this box with him.
Okay, who do you deliver the box to?
It's going to be to Alberta.
Okay.
Besides that,
boy.
there's a second letter in there, and this is going to be addressed to the person himself. And it's going to be explaining, I have given you the best chance I can, but with the violation of my domain, I will be giving you an exile of a minimum 5 years. After that point, you may come back, if you so wish. Until then, please don't come back.
Okay, Alberta, intelligence politics. And I need to see just how well known Milford is. Status 3, that translates to a difficulty of 8 for a rando that you have no reason to know about. Okay. Premier hate him. Ask her close ally, the current Premier Regent, why they hate this guy. Oh, sell him for a boon. Done.
Hey, I sent him to my ally.
Your ally is very
It's the
appreciative
safest way
of
I
this. You you help. That's at least a moderate boon from a 7th gen powerful regent. That's a status boost for him. That's a boon for Alberta. Everyone's happy.
I mean, if everyone's happy, that's fine.
They don't even tell
as I
Wolfgang that he arrived. he just vanishes.
He vanishes into thin air. I do make sure that he shows up, and by that I just mean I check up on the next night to make sure he got to Alberta.
Okay.
What she does with him is actually not something I'll particularly care about. I just want to make sure he got there. It's literally just a glance.
Yeah, no, he got there.
Okay, he got there. I'm good. What they do with him, whatever. It's their problem now.
Okay. Actually, I would like you to roll intelligence politics epic at a 6, since this is a close ally of yours.
Okay. Same.
Because you might want to retcon sending. Yeah, you would know that she has a alliance that is getting closer every year with the Tremere in Springfield. So there's a chance.
Darn it. Okay.
So you would have an idea that she might just, if you do it that way, just sell him to the Tremere.
I would definitely put another message, and this one's to Alberta particular, and the other message was for the prince. And to Alberta, it is, please bring this package to the prince. It is a matter of great concern to him particularly. Don't look in the box.
Alberto looks at the box. When you check in on them, the box is still open.
Alberta, I told you not to look at the box.
You're,
Go
the,
send him off to the prince.
you're assuming you're the boss of her. What would she do here? You're specifically asking her. Well, seems to me like that's a rather simple situation. Send him to the prince. Ask the prince for a boon for giving him someone the Tremere want, and the prince can trade him to the Tremere.
No. I have no problems with this. As I said, I was just giving him the best chance I could think of. If the prince wants to sell him to the Tremere, that's his problem. But my intent was for the prince to get him. So,
Okay.
knowing that he wouldn't go that way, that's how I would go with it. But the intent was to get him to another Ventru prince. And they could deal with him however they decided to.
Hey, they don't have a ritual
So as long
for
as that's how it ended up going.
waking people early, which means that he as an agent is going to be asleep for a year.
Okay, so if that's how it all went, that's all great.
I think they would wait for him to wake, so consider this to be a year later, Bacon. When you wake and there's a bunch of vampires you don't know around you. Okay, I don't even have Wolfgang sheet here. I think I need to go into Springfield.
Just put his picture. It's enough.
I think I have him in the character vault. He's somewhere towards the end if I exported him. I don't think I actually did. Shit. Okay. Well, yeah, you're surrounded by vampires you don't know. They all have weapons in hand. There was
Hello
a
there.
brief moment. They have just fed you some blood. Essentially, there was a brief moment when you woke in darkness, but then you ended up starving, and it looks like they check in on you like something like once every 3 months or whatever. And you have been staked previously.
My name is Milford. Where am I?
Okay, I'm gonna be asking the questions here, son. Why do Tremere hate you?
I gave them gave some of their books to other Ventures.
Some of their books, you say?
A lot of them, actually.
What kind of books? Come on, spit it out, because if you don't prove yourself useful, we're just gonna sell you to them.
Teach him thaumaturgy! Teach him thaumaturgy!
I may also know some thaumaturgy.
I see. And as useful as that is, Apparently, he's holding a piece of paper. You caused a great deal of trouble in your previous city.
Oh, I assure it was self-defense. For some reason, the Prince School decided to shoot me.
Uh-huh.
After I was uh, near death due to some encounters with the Tremere.
Uh-huh. What's your current willpower?
1.
Don't worry, it didn't matter.
Wow. He just
Wow.
says, tell me the truth.
Damn it. Failed.
Well, I will tell him the truth. I did poorly too when I found out that Tremere Elder in the city. She realized it was me, sent out the Tremere to try to kill me. I got help from a random Asamite in exchange for a boon, and then went to the care of the prince. But after talking with her ghoul on matters of the what was the name again?
Civil
The
rights.
civil rights movement. She got angry and tried to shoot me. After failing to, uh, after her gun failing, she ran away trying to get other weapon. And then it ends there. I managed to stop her, but uh, some random security guards went after me. I couldn't do anything.
Right. Well, here's the thing. I owe a boon to someone I don't like for your sorry ass. So what can you do to make yourself worth it? Because I have a very good way to make you profitable by just giving you Premier.
Dance for me, bye. Dance.
Besides my occult knowledge and my thaumaturgy, I'm also very exceptional in finances, and I also can help with good aspects.
Bitch. What
Bitch.
elder doesn't have aspects?
Eh.
Heavy
It's just,
sweating.
I mean, being able to tell lies anyway just helped enough. Oh well,
Yeah, but you're not an elder.
I'm not quite an elder. Yay.
just an extra to my finances skill. It can be very useful when trying to track problems on your business.
Oh, you are not touching my books.
Uh, well, I may offer to be bloodbound and work on your finances.
Still not being better than a boon.
You managed to escalate the situation with a mortal in a way that resulted in the mortal's death and your torturing and exile. Keeping you would
Oh, the
mean... Shut up, I'm talking! Keeping you would result in rising tensions and possibly a war with the Premier, which I don't want. Selling you, on the other hand, earns a great deal of goodwill from the Tremere and boons. You can see that I'm leaning in favor of selling your sorry backside.
understandable. I presented all my skills, and I should want to point that the torpor was in purpose. I realized that being not being torpor would make the Toreador question my actions and may get something about my connection with the Tremere.
Do you have a problem with the Toreador as well?
No, just didn't want them to sell me to the Tremere. They seemed to be in a not so good situation in the city that I was.
And the Nosferatu say that you are an asshole and untrustworthy as well.
Oh, yeah, I say the same thing to them. We don't get along.
Put the lid in place!
Hmm.
You hear hammering as they nail it shut. They're still gonna send you to the Tremere.
I tried. I would just say that's why I don't like the Camarilla.
There is a pause, the lid gets pulled back. Wolfgang turns to one of the people and says, Jonathan, you'll bear witness for your regent, won't you? Jonathan nods enthusiastically. You are just gonna kill him, right? Jonathan shrugs and nods. They're gonna kill you right there.
In the outside, I'm just neutral. In the inside, oh, thank God, they will kill me here, not the Tremere. Fuck the Tremere.
I at least got you a death by your own clan.
There is
Yep.
something you could still try, Bacon, after all those fuck-ups. That is true, what Epic is saying. But it has to deal with reading the books, which you supposedly didn't do.
No, fuck the books.
Okay, then you're dead.
All right.
You try to dominate the prince.
I don't have
No.
that part of thaumaturgy.
Yeah, he doesn't have the blood thing.
There are
He's
also like
probably-
at least 4 other people there, all armed, presumably Ancile, from various clans.
Mhm. Yep.
You're
So that's
agent, right?
unlikely to be a
You
thing.
he would still have been agent at the time.
The theory is that he went down to 7 due to eating the current Tremere regent in the future.
That is a good point. Yeah.
Could do that, but not when I am crippled.
But yeah. Well, there went Bacon's character.
Faster than expected.
Yeah, I didn't like him that much.
Okay, shit. Let's take a break here. We'll take a bio break. I might take a glance at Bacon's news sheet and maybe start introducing that character. We'll see how it
Yep.
goes.
I mean, I'll get a map for some